Hey, welcome to Coffee and Cards. Super happy that you're here today. All right, so who has their coffee? Who is ready? The truth is that I don't know if I'm ready because y'all, I freaking had a great time last night. I went as a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. I got to fulfill my dream. I always wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, and I saw the Halloween costume, and I'm like, yes, let me be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Everything was going great. Everything was fine and dandy. And I entered into this Halloween costume contest and it was freaking amazing. It was awesome. There's like 10 girls there, and everybody got like a couple seconds to do their thing. And I do my thing, and you know me, I am crazy. And like I did the splits, I did all this stuff, and then it was between me and the Queen of Hearts. Her freaking costume was like amazing, right? Decked out as the Queen of Hearts. So they bring us up to the stage, and it's me and her. And it was so cool because they're like, yell for her, yell for, me. And I think it was still a close call, right? She ended up winning, which is totally cool because, like, to be honest with you, she put way more effort into her costume than I did, right? I just bought four pieces. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I bought four pieces. And then I just put them on and I curled my hair, right? That's it. Well, I was still dancing a lot and everything. And what ended up happening was I felt a little bit of tightness in my hamstring. And I'm like, ooh, okay, I didn't stretch before doing any of this, so I should stretch now. And then as soon as I put my leg up on one of the stools to stretch, I know I pulled something. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I pulled it to where I can't really walk. And last night I took a muscle relaxer to help me. And I don't think that I slept very well on it. And it's still bothering me. So now I'm in this like conundrum too, because I'm like, okay, I feel like I need to sleep more. But then I also feel like my freaking leg is really hurting me. So with that being said, it might be a shorter coffee and cards today because now I'm like, Heather, you're starting to feel good and now you do this shit. Um, yes. Oh my gosh, mixed up Siciliana. Um, Siciliana, it was a great presentation. Oh my gosh, she said that she was at the History of Tarot Cards. Yes, at Lake Orion. That was so much fun. I'm super happy that you found me. Yes. Let me know if you're from the see I just moved and now my leg really hurts. Let me know if you're from the tarot class I did on Saturday, or I did a mediumship gallery reading on Tuesday. Could be cool if I could say everybody, see everybody from there. See, my mind's not running right. So just to start us off right now, we have positive energy. I don't know if Instagram, you can see it really well. But do you see that positive freaking energy? So as a collective, right, Spirit is telling us that we need to concentrate on the good. We need to get out of that mindset of concentrating on the bad, what is going for us, what is happening for us and not to us. All right. So just catch yourself if you're going down those rabbit holes of, what, like, why is everything happening to me? Like this totally freaking sucks and all this other stuff. Like, because right now I'm freaking I'm like, what is it called? Kicking myself in the butt right now because it's like, Heather, dang it, you were doing so good and then look what happened. But we got to have positive energy. And it says here to surround yourself with positive people in situations and avoid negative energy. So that is key right now. Like, I feel like, I don't know why, but I'm just getting this feeling too that like that's on the top of our freaking list, that we need to surround ourselves with good and better people. If you have bad people in your life that are freaking toxic and stuff like that, that sucks, right? But don't really focus on them right now. Focus on bringing the good people into your life. All right. And that's the thing, is like, I think that when we come on here on Sundays and stuff like that, I feel like we all get along. We're like a freaking family. You should have seen Circle last night in the Spiritual Life University. It's like we're all such besties. We're besties. We're spiritual family. You are a part of our spiritual family and stuff like that. And it's because of the energy. It's the energy that you give off. I attract amazing freaking peeps. And that's what Spirit's saying to you too, is that you need to attract amazing peeps. Get some of those amazing peeps into your life. And if you have some of those peeps, then guess what? It's time to upgrade them. Oh my gosh, Tara said, yes, boundaries saved you. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa said I look gorgeous today. Yes, I did touch up my appearance a little bit, so you get the raw footage on Instagram. Okay, so I'm not really sure who this is for because I was looking at Elisa when I kind of pulled this card, and then also a little bit of Tara. But this is a new dawn. I love it. It's saying that the worst is behind you, and so you can breathe a sigh of relief. And so here's the thing, because this is a group reading, stuff like that, it might be really hard. It might be really hard to differentiate, like, okay, is that really about me, Heather, or is that about somebody else? So because I didn't really have it focused when I pulled this card, basically, if you are like hearing the words and it's like resonating, if you're feeling that sigh of relief, if your intuition is telling you, yes, like the hard times are over, like I can breathe a sigh of relief. So whether it's like financial struggles, relationship struggles, whatever it is that's coming to you, if you really feel like I'm talking to you, or there's the slightest chance that I'm talking to you, then this is you. Like it is coming to you for a reason, because in this moment you're hearing me and you're listening to me, and you're not being distracted by other things inside of your environment, or be like, oh crap, I missed that part. If you missed that part, that means maybe it's not for you. If you just walked in onto this live and you're hearing me say this, then guess what? Spirit is making it known that you are meant to be here. So really, really quick, I've got to tell you guys something, because this is nuts. So at 22 and Cards, if you guys know Michigan at all, right? So 22 Mile Road, and then, 21 Mile and Card, which is kind of near my house, right? So it's a few miles away. Dude, these two teenagers were running last night, all right? These two teenagers were running. One of them gets like hit by a car or something like that, because the car didn't see it or whatever like that. And then there was this bystander who was just leaving a Halloween party, seeing this kid lying unconscious in the freaking middle of the road. And he ran over there and he started CPR on him, got him breathing. He was not breathing when he got onto the scene. So this pirate dude who was just partying and having a Halloween party ran over, started CPR, revived the kid. And while after or during, when he revived it, bystanders are looking around and listening to this guy. And this guy was telling the kid that got hit, like, God is with you, the angels are with you, and you're going to be okay, and all this stuff. And people are all like, yes, it is divine. It was a divine intervention, to have all those things come together at once, and to have somebody that not only knew how to do CPR, but that was willing to do it in that moment in time. Like, that to me was an incredible thing. Like, I was like right in that area last night too, and I was just like, I heard about it today in the Facebook group. And then what are the odds that there's a Macomb County Scanner Facebook group that I'm part of, and that guy saw the post of someone saying, hey, what happened at 21 and Card? So do you see how this all intertwines? And the reason why that I'm telling you this is because these little mini miracles, or these big miracles, are happening every day, but we have to see them for what they are, which are miracles. All right. We have to stop thinking about, oh, it's just coincidence, or it's just nothing, and stuff like that. Believe in the freaking magic that the spirit guides, angels, past loved ones, and things like that are around you. I hate when people are like, oh, no, it's not a sign unless you prove it's a sign. No, everything can be a freaking sign. Where are the freaking rules? Like, go ahead, let everything be a freaking sign, because when you realize that they're freaking signs, and then all of a sudden, it's like the spiritual realm realizes that you're finally getting it, and then they give you more and more and more of these cool freaking signs, and then you start living your life like, holy crap, this is freaking crazy. You start seeing it for the amazingness that it is. Oh my gosh, right place, right time. Kelsey said she just got her chills. Joe said amazing and close to home for me. I'm at 23 and 94. See, OMG, WTF. See, that is freaking nuts. Oh, and hey, Terry. Terry came from the Mediumship Gallery reading. She's going to be part of our family now. Okay, I got to stop just pulling generic cards. Okay, so let me see what's going on. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. I don't know why, but I feel like this is for the Instagram peeps. There's not many of you guys on there, but it says watch your thoughts. I feel like this is a freaking theme today, because I wanted to get something that's like a little bit more, but it says it's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. I don't understand why this is all coming up, because I feel like a lot of us already know this. What you put out there, you get back. But I wonder if it's just because maybe coming up this week or things like that, we're going to be tested on this. That you really need to think about the things that you do, like just like with your health and all that kind of stuff. If you keep on thinking about like, oh my God, my health sucks, and your health sucks, guess what? You're going to get more and more and more of your health sucks, your health sucks. So I feel like this week is a really big thing for all of us to realize, like, okay, you gotta like straighten up. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me see. We're going to do pick a card, just because I feel like, I don't know. I just kind of feel guided to it too, because I wonder what's happening. But anyway, And then I love to, Carrie, you said the circle last night. Yeah, it was so cool. We should do a scrying coffee and cards because we learned some new techniques on how to scry. So, yeah, that was really cool. All right. So, all right. So what we're going to do now is that if you were here, usually I stay on until 10, but because I had to take some medication and stuff like that, I'm going to be cutting it a little bit short today, but I still want everybody that came in to get a message. You know how I am, right? I feel like our spirit guides, our past loved ones, and our angels are always reaching out to us. So right now we're going to do pick a card, and we're going to do numbers today. So it's 1, 2, or 3, which feels like it has the message for you in this moment of time, right? So we can just ask our spirit guides, past loved ones, and angels to raise our vibration up so we can better see, hear, feel them, and understand them. If you please only allow 100% love and light to come into our space and to guide us with a message for our highest good today. And now when you are ready, I want you to tune in. And how you tune is just basically get a feeling. When I say the number 1, do you feel anything? When I say the number 2, when I say the number 3, did you get any kind of impressions in your body? Did all of a sudden something start playing in your environment? Like all of a sudden, like an alarm went off at the time that I said 1, 2, or 3. And as I tell you this, I have got to talk to, who was it? Terry. Terry, was it you with the bodybuilder? No, yeah, no, it wasn't you. So during the mediumship gallery event, I got this bodybuilder, and it was a spirit, right? And he talked about how he was vain. He talked about how he's bodybuilder competitive. He wasn't giving me a whole bunch of information, but nobody out of like this over 70 people that were there could take it. But I know myself and I know my spiritual connections. So I know he belonged to somebody and somebody would resonate with him eventually. And so what ended up happening was I let him go, gave him a message. And then the next day, a woman reached out to me from the gallery event. And she was like, that was my birth father. And she went on to say, she was like, yes, he was vain. He called himself a brick shit house. And he was just all into going to the gym and working out and everything. But she said, what was really crazy, she was like, I was wondering if it was him or not. She was like, and I looked down at my watch. The time was 8:56. And he was born August, which is the month 8 of 1956. And I was like, oh my God. But she wasn't sure, or all these other things. And then it came together after the fact. So I thought that was really, really cool to say, to show you this. Okay. 3, birds chirping. Ooh, yes. 1 with a little bit of 2. Okay. And then Mix Up says, it definitely resonated with those last 2 cards. I had surgery in early 2023 that wrecked my health and finally feel like I'm getting better. Part of that is feeling due to shifting my mindset. Yes. It's so huge. Mom, Heather, so awesome to see you. Yay. Okay. So another reason why that I said we're going to do like numbers instead of letters is because with the numbers, I feel like are going to be really, really big this week. So sometimes we might go through seasons where we see a lot of names and we're seeing a lot of like messages with letters. But right now, I really feel like we're seeing a lot of numbers. And it's so funny to me because I've been seeing like 1111, which I don't usually ever see and stuff like that. So go ahead and make sure that you assign your past loved one a number. All right. So that's your homework. So by next coffee and cards time, you get a number for your past loved one. So whatever past loved one that you want to talk with, say, okay, I'm assigning you this number, right? And anytime I see that number, I'm going to know it's you. I think that you should do at least like a 2 or 3 digit, number. So my mom is 713, but my grandma's is 83. 713 is my mom. 83 is my grandma. 1213 is my Aunt Juju, so that thing. So are you guys ready? So I think it's across the board. I have no idea which one is mine. So I'm just going to go with whatever one I feel is talking to me. Okay. Whichever one that I get emotional about, or I feel like, okay, that's me. All right. So let's get to it. So number 1, people. Oh my gosh. I love number 1. It says to have faith. It says your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive. Have freaking faith. Don't lose out on faith. Okay. I love this, and it's so fun because it's like, what is it saying? It's like faith is like trusting something will happen, but then there's like another word and I forget what it is right now, but it's like you have the evidence to know that it's going to happen. And then I just feel like they're saying, hey, like that's exactly what they're saying. They're like, have faith, it's going to happen. Like, have faith, everything's going to work out. Like, have faith, you're going to be okay. Like, almost like allowing you to just take a load off a little bit and to realize, like, hey, you know what? It's going to work out. You're going to be all right. Like, like I just keep on feeling it. I feel like there's so much reassurance when it comes to this card for card one people. It's also number 15. So just keep an eye on for the number 15. Could be like an age that you were. It could be, you know, the age that somebody else was. It could be the month, you know, like the day of the month, you know, so October 15th or whatever it is. So it says here, good work. You've been asking and praying for some big dreams to come true, and it's working. Just like a gardener who has planted new seeds, you must have faith that your crops will push above the surface. Keep watering your dreams by taking the steps that make them flourish. Because the thing is, like, if something is not working out right now, if you feel like it is not, like, have freaking faith that it's not working out for a reason. Okay, like that's the biggest thing that's coming out. It's like it might be stopping you. It might not be the right time. You might be like, Heather, no, I freaking really need this. I know, I've been there. Okay, we've all been there, to where it's like, this is what we need. We need it now. We need it today. We need this to freaking happen. And then it does not happen. And then we're devastated. But then we realize when we look back, we're like, oh, thank God that didn't happen. Or isn't that really cool that it came later on? You know, I recently had a reading with somebody, you know, I was giving the reading, and it was like, hey, just because that house is sold, it does not mean that it's going to stay sold. You know, it could go ahead and it can go right back on the freaking market. And that has happened before a few times. And the same thing with a job thing. It's like, nope, the job announcement, they hired somebody else, but guess what? They could redo it later on. It might not work out with that person. So they're saying to have freaking faith. This is a precious time for you and your dreams. You don't have to strain or push to make them come true. You've already accomplished a major part of manifestation by asking and praying. Trust that heaven is helping, just like a best friend would if you ask for assistance. Your job is to have faith, listen for guidance, and take whatever action whenever you're guided. And the biggest thing that's coming up to me right now too is this part here where it says listen for divine guidance. So if you're not getting a divine guidance, if you're like, Heather, nope, I'm just by myself right now, ask them to make it stronger. Ask them to help you out, right? It's a two-way conversation. It's not just like them talking at you, sending you signs. It's two ways. So you could be like, I don't effing understand these freaking numbers. You know, like, help me out a little bit, you know, whatever it is, like, go ahead, use your imagination. But the thing is that I definitely feel they're talking to you. Okay. And I also feel journaling for card one people being really big. I feel like you need to get some emotions out, and also EFT/tapping. So if you feel like you have any kind of blocks, if you feel like you're not moving forward and you're not really sure why, try EFT tapping. You know, it's very easy. I do it freaking all of the time. My husband's like, Heather, you look like a freaking weirdo, but I don't care. It helps me out so much, and I feel so much better afterwards. And when I do it, and so when you do it, when it actually has words to it, it actually all of a sudden it starts like opening up the reasons why that you're feeling the way that you're feeling. So if you are having a hard time and you can't, you know, figure it out, and journaling's not working and stuff like that, you need to get those emotions moving. Emotions are energy in motion, right? I can't stop once I do it because it feels really good, because you're stimulating the median centers inside of your body, which there's debates on whether or not that's really good to stimulate them like that, but I think it's awesome. So I'm doing it. Oh my God. So Tara's like, 15 was my daughter's softball number. Ooh. Oh my gosh. 10/5 was my granny's B-day. 15th of December was my parents' anniversary, and October 15th was my half sister's. Oh my God, Anita, I love that. Yes. Yes. Wait, Heather, not to interrupt, but I need to know your favorite animal. I'm developing medium, and and an animal is coming strong for you right now. Not sure why. You can answer later if you like. Okay, so I'll tell you, I have connections to certain animals. So dolphin, which one is it? Because dolphin is my mom. But a lot of times people get elephants with me. And I don't know what my favorite animal would be. Can I say unicorn? Oh, a turtle. Okay, a turtle. Anytime I get turtle, I get my it's my best friend. She freaking loves turtles. So, but also turtle. I wonder if turtle could be your symbol for Florida, because my mom loved Florida, and that could be a connection too. Waiting, listening, be birds like crazy. Oh my God, Heather, I already do this crap. That is so good, freaking Melanie. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, and she does. She associates turtles with freaking Florida. I had a feeling it was my mom coming through. Oh my gosh, I love that, because Elisa, her birthday was just on Friday. Yes. And I probably need to have Starbucks today because I did not have Starbucks on her birthday, and I didn't have it yesterday because the line was too long. So maybe that's my sign. I need to do Starbucks for honor my mom. And then it says, I've recently started journaling and tapping every morning. So crazy that you brought that up. It has helped me so just be so much relaxed and peaceful. Yes. Yes. And Jasmine's like, my grandpa's birthday is 22 December. That is crazy. Jasmine, what is your grandfather's name? I'm just curious. There's a reason, and I'll tell you once you tell me his name. Okay. As soon as I picked up this card, I looked at it and I seen two little girl mermaids, and I'm like, oh, this is my card. And then up here it says, let yourself receive. And it says, allow others to give with loving care, receive without guilt or apologies. Okay. I love this. So if you are card 2 people, okay, you might be subconsciously blocking abundance, love, money, energy, things like that. So we need to get you sorted. How you can get sorted is like adulting yourself, making sure that you're receiving. Okay. So you got to be in the feminine and, feminine and right. We've talked about this before to where it's like, you receive compliments. Okay. Allow people to do things for you slowly but surely, and then work your way freaking up. Right. I definitely feel like a sister or a best friend vibe energy that's coming up. Right. So if you have a sister in spirit, or if you have like a mom in spirit, but your sister's here in the living, then there might be some kind of connection that's going on there. But I definitely feel like a woman like with you that is on the same generation as you. So it's almost like they would be around the same age, yada, 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 that kind of thing, or that they're in spirit. Okay. So, but this is a really, really big one. I'm here. I know it sounds so crazy, but I hear get off your phone. So almost like card 2 people, like, are you spending too much time on your phone? So I'm trying to do this challenge, which is like slow your scroll. And so I'm staying off of social media like a lot. I'm trying to like not be on my phone and stuff like that. So this might also be a message for you. And then let me see too what the guidebook says. But this is literally a case of knowing that you're worthy, making sure that you know that you can allow yourself to have everything, anything. The universe is freaking abundant. So they have so much money, so much time, so much energy, and there's a plenty to go around. You do not have to feel guilty. Okay. It's number 18 in the guidebook. And it says here, you're a giver, and your help and you help others in so many ways. Most of the time you truly enjoy giving. So when you let others give to you, they experience the joy of giving. Yes. So when you allow people to do other things, do things for you, that is a gift to them. All right. So same thing. A lot of us too are like married and things like that, and we don't allow our husbands to do stuff for us. But that is a masculine trait. We have to allow them to do things for us, right? And so that's giving them a gift. They might have gotten out of the habit of doing things for you because we train our men and that kind of thing. But it's like, allow them to do little things. Honey, can you do this? Honey, but not badgering them, but make sure that it has to do with something personal. Like, can you get me some water? Can you get me a drink? Can you, order dinner tonight? Whatever it is, start slow and work your way up. Okay. So you're going to have to go up the ranks, until receiving more and more and more and more and more. Right. So a lot of us, we could probably find $1 or like $5 on the sidewalk. But then if we found $20 or $100, we'd be like, oh my God, no, I got to give this back. I got to give this back. You probably would do that too for $1 or $5. But the thing is, there's a thing where it's like, oh no, I can't just receive, a lot of money for doing nothing. And that comes from a lack mindset. Okay. So you can get a lot of money for doing not a lot of work. Okay. That's conditioning beliefs. You give quality work. I hope you know that. But anyways, you give them such a gift. Every time that you are a gracious receiver. By receiving, you replenish yourself and balance the male and female energies within and around you. By allowing yourself to receive, you swim in the flow of life, which washes away stagnant energy, bringing in new forms of abundance, creative ideas, and all types of opportunities. Even the simplest act of receiving is healing and is a powerful step in a manifestation process. Yes, because we're trying to manifest something, but deep down, you can't even receive compliments and little baby things, and you're not going to be able to receive the big things. It could be the reason why we're not winning the lottery yet. Yep. Okay, let me look here. Okay, so Carl, I got to think of the name Carl. Okay. I see it kind of bright all the time, Carl. Okay, so I was thinking December 22nd because that's my son's father's name, which is James. Happy birthday to you, Mom in heaven. I was a shift manager at Starbucks 20 years ago. Oh my gosh. So Elise, who I believe was like connecting to my mom, she was a shift manager at Starbucks, which is hilarious because as you guys know, my mama loves freaking Starbucks. I see 2 and 3 is backwards. Ooh, so Leanne, okay. I wonder once you get the messages and stuff like that, I wonder if it could be clear on why that happened. My sister Whitrock were less that 2 years apart. Oh, okay. Right away, I thought of her. 18 is her birthday. There you go, Melanie. That's freaking amazing. Finally over that. I'm playing the lotto. Yes, Melanie, you've got to freaking play the lotto. Okay. So Katie says, I chose to. Crazy. I typed the whole message question and didn't show up on the feed on my end. I asked about my job. I'm a nurse in a nursing home. I feel like that I work all the time. Feel absolutely drained. This is the first coffee and cards I've had a chance to catch in a couple of months. Oh no. I've been looking for a different job, but nothing sticking. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. So if you're talking about that, what I would say is, let yourself receive a little bit more, have your boundaries up, shielding, energies and that kind of stuff. And then just look around and make sure, like, are you open to new ideas? Are you open to new different things? Are you receiving that? You're allowing people to help you, because that could be a gateway to a different position where you work, or a different job, or something along those lines. Don't get wrapped around the axle of how things are going to happen or whatever. You just have to be open that there are different possibilities, different things. Like, you just never know. You're like, Heather, there are no other positions. Positions get created, right? Miracles freaking happen. Craziness happens. We just have to be open to them. Okay. Oh, and Carrie said her turtles remind her of her mom that passed. Yes, she had a very special moment when I was a kid with the turtle. Oh my gosh, Carrie, I love that. I didn't see the first part, Tara, that you said about your BFF is sick. And I've only text. Should I go see her? Which number did you choose? Which card on that? I've tried to say thank you, but I feel odd when someone gives me a compliment. I know I got written up at work one time because I did not receive a compliment. Believe it or not, I did. I drew something, and my coworker was like, "Oh my God, it's so good." And I was like, "No, it's not. Like, no, it's not. Like, I suck." My boss pulled me into the office and was like, "That was really rude." And, my boss might have, what is it called? Been a little bit crazy on that, but that's when I learned about that. Okay. All right. Okay. It showed. I don't know what that means. So Tara, better late than never. Yes, for Paula. Yes. Okay. So that is number 2. Are we good? Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, definitely. Melanie played a lot. Let us know. All right. So card 3 people. I don't know why, but as soon as I pick this up, I do feel connected to this card. So let's see if you do. Set your sights higher. I freaking love this. Ah, so excited. Increase your standards and don't expect more for yourself. Don't expect more for yourself. Expect more for yourself. Don't freaking settle. So if you are in a freaking relationship, and it's kind of rocky, you guys have been going back and forth, I have so much confidence that if you chose card 3, that it might be time to take a longer break. All right. And one thing that I'm picking up right now is that you can always say, if it's really hard to leave a relationship, like, okay, it's not over right now, but it's over for a little bit while we get our own shit together. Okay. Because I did that with my ex and stuff like that. And it ended up hurting, still breaking up, but it felt a little bit better because I'm like, okay, it's just not a no for us. It's not right now. And that helps your heart heal. So I really do feel like, even though this is like a general reading, I really feel confident enough that if you chose card 3 and it's been rocky like that, okay, it's time to set your sights higher and to move on, right? So here's the thing that I'm getting really, really big with a lot of people with 3 is it's about money, it's about jobs, it's about finance, it's about all of that stuff, right? We need to start having an energetic minimum and like a minimum within our expectations with jobs and work and things like that, right? It's so freaking big. I'm seeing wish upon a star, and it's almost like allow yourself to dream a big freaking dream, because it is possible that one day you could be living that big dream. All right. I don't know why, but as soon as I said that, I just get a lot of this freaking energy. It's like, oh no, but I can't. No, it's like, that's all conditioning beliefs. It's brought on by your, I want to say it's brought up upon, what is it called? Like the generations before you, the generations in your family. They're the ones that had this lack mindset. Okay. And honestly, I don't even blame them, because they had parents or whatever like that was in the Great Depression and stuff like that, and to where they really were going without a lot of those necessities and things like that we have today. But it's almost like it is safe for you now. And then I just get this huge freaking, one second. Okay. All right. Sorry. I got a person I need to block, but it's just something along the lines of like, you are here to break the generational curses. You are curses. I don't know why I said curses. But hey, maybe you do. Maybe it does seem like your freaking family's cursed, but those generational, like, limiting beliefs and things like that. All right. But I really, really feel that I feel like a lot of travel too, by the way. So I don't know what is going on with these card three people. Either you are planning a trip or you need to plan a trip, but I definitely see airplane, right? So I don't know if you have a fear of airplanes or something along those lines, but I'm seeing airplane really, really big. Like, and so maybe it's going to be you fulfilling your dream of going somewhere, doing something, you know. And here's the thing, remember, you don't need money to travel. I know that sounds freaking crazy, but you kind of don't, you know. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I thought like I really wanted to go to Germany, and I did a full moon or new moon ritual or something along those lines. And I went into the bathtub and I did this whole entire thing, like this new moon, you know, bath and everything. And the very next day, I got a call from my work saying, hey, we might have to have you go to Germany for this, you know, to help out some army units over there. And I was like, what? And so that'd been a free trip to Germany. It did fall through, but hey, it's cool that it fell through, because you want to know why? It's because it showed me that there was opportunities, you know, so you could win something, you could, you know, make a best friend and then she gives it to you, you know, you just never know. Yeah, just never know. Okay. So basically, like what I was getting there is that don't cut yourself off before, you know, you even allow spirit to perform its magic. Okay. So it says here, 32. As soon as I seen 32, I was like, where was I when I turned 32? I think I was living in Virginia. And that's when I opened up to my gifts, I believe. I'm going to double check. But it is number 32. But you could also look at it as like March 2nd or February 3rd. All right, so this card indicates that you've been trying to rationalize that some situation is okay when it isn't. You've settled for less than you desire and for much less than you deserve. You don't need to compromise. Heaven will help you heal, or will place troubling situations in your life. All you need to do is ask for heaven's help and then adhere to the guidance that results. Take time today to visualize and dream about your heart's desires. Don't worry about being disappointed. You deserve a great life, and you have the power and heavenly help to accomplish it. Fear and worry slow down your manifestation, so releasing all cares and doubts to heaven. You may feel intimidated by moving up to a higher plateau in your journey. However, you have heaven's reassurance that you're ready. Reach for the stars, know that you're qualified and deserving of these gifts, and open your arms to receive them. Bam. I love this. I love it here. This is one thing I want to repeat. Don't worry about you being disappointed. Yes, that's a big one. Fear and worry slow down your manifestation. Yep, it's them. Like, remember, spirit is your Uber, right? You tell them where you want to go, and then they drive the car. Oh, Melissa, I'm 32. I feel it's because my job is draining, and I believe it'll pay off. And we need to travel somehow. I'm needing this. I didn't have a pick a card. This is me. Yes, I freaking love it. Yes. And I love too, Paula. I know I might be looking a little too into it, but you, I wonder if you have a connection to September, but then you, because it was 9 and then 33, and this is 32. So I'm like, okay, this card is 32, but you message at 33. So I wonder if it's talking about you making progress, you know, because it was 32, 33, right? 3, which shows resonates. Thank you, because I know I should leave this job. It is not healthy for me, but I just cannot find anything else, which is sad. Did you see this? Alisa, everybody can hear you, and you just wrote down, but I cannot, in big capital letters, find anything else. And that is exactly what Spirit's saying not to do, right? And the same thing with 2 as well. So you have, you know, you can find something else. You can, it will, and ask Spirit for freaking help. Be like, hey, help me find out the one that's best for me. I'm ready to go now, right? Like, I am ready. I am ready for something better. And you might think like, well, Heather, isn't it kind of obvious? No, it's not, because like our spirit guides and stuff like that, they can't intervene without our permission. Sometimes you will want to go down some crazy paths, you know, without their freaking help. So it's almost like we're the kids, and then it's like you're trying to let the kids go off to be independent. So you don't want to be like too much of a helicopter parent or whatever like that. And sometimes you're like, oh my God, if they would just listen to me, it'd be so much freaking easier. But they're not asking me for help. So we have to help. We have to be like, hey, Dad, can you help me out? Hey, Mom, you know, whatever that is. So change your thought process, Alisa, right? And you wrote it, and you wrote it in caps too. So uncap it. You do a different thing inside your mind now. Yes. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, Lisa's like, my bad. Thank you for schooling me. No, I don't think of it that way. I just think it's really, really funny that it was like, wait, stop, don't say that. Evans Levette just said, I logged in just the right time. I needed that. And my bonus son's B day is 3-2. OMG WTF. That is such a freaking sign. I love it. And it says set your sights higher too. So I wonder if it's you or also with him needs to set his like mindset a little bit higher, right? Because I tell you what, like you guys have heard my story, and if not, it's on my podcast and stuff like that, especially in some of like the beginning ones. But it's like I never thought ever like that I'd be doing this, like never, never in a million years. But then it's like every time that you just allow yourself to a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, it changes your life, you know? So for instance, I was working in childcare, you know, and I loved it so much. And what ended up happening was I worked at one childcare center as like a lead teacher, and that was awesome. And then I worked up, and then I went into the military daycare, which was like almost like double the money, running two classrooms. And then I got a desk job at the military base and stuff like that. And so it's each step. I couldn't have gone from where I was to bam, you know, like where I feel like I'm at now. You have to like work your way up. So keep on taking that next little step and things will happen, especially if you're not worried, you know? So that's the thing. That's a big, big part with number 3 is not to worry. Don't worry if you're good enough and stuff like that. So just like when I went to go apply for the jobs and stuff, I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I, you know, really have the qualifications. Yeah, I meet the bare minimum, but am I good enough? And my husband's like, that is not for you to decide. It's not for you to decide if you're good enough for a job or not. It is up to the people freaking interviewing you. He was like, so you at least need to put your name in the freaking hat so that you can allow them to make that decision. That's not your decision. And I was like, oh my God, great freaking point, you know, and I applied for the job and I ended up getting it, you know. But when you go into a job interview, it's a two-way street. You know, it's like, I want to see if this is good for me as well. So put your name in the hat. It's totally fine, right? And then the same thing too with any kind of things that you want. It's like you have to let the universe know what you want. How it happens is completely up to them. You know, they can make crazy freaking things happen. We've all heard stories. And if you haven't heard those stories, then you can freaking Google them because there's so many freaking ones, right? So, Leanne said, I put my resignation in and will be fully self-employed very soon. It feels like a wonderful and a little nervous. Leanne, yes, I freaking love it. We are going to be here for you, Leanne. We are going to be your cheerleaders and everything else like that because, oh my gosh. And I heard collab, Leanne. So definitely, whether it's with me or with other people, I definitely hear collab. So the networking and stuff like that, that is going to be one of the keys. Yes, reach for the stars. I would always say that to my two girls growing up. Love this. I'm always the giver. Hard to receive. We'll do better. Yes, exactly. Little by little by little. All right. All right. Well, I had so much fun with you guys today. Sorry it's a little bit short, but I'll see you guys back next week. And then, yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, seance. The seance is on Tuesday. So if you want readings, the students of the Spiritual Life University, and I'll be there as well, are going to be doing readings for everybody in a group setting. So you might be chosen to get like a personal reading, but it's all donation based as well. So check it out. It should be underneath my Facebook events and stuff like that, or shoot me a message and I can send you the link. But yeah, we're going to have about at least 6 readers or so. So it's going to be a fun night with lots and lots of readings. So love you guys. I'll see you soon.